What's up, party people? My name is Tara. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by and, taking a chance to see what this channel is all about. If you're a returning subscriber, you guys are amazing. I absolutely love each and every one of you, and I have loved getting to know all of you. I love it whenever you guys comment. I love it whenever you guys reach out to me through email, show me pictures of your ears, or just like whatever you've got going on. Yeah, I absolutely love you guys. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe, share my videos. That's the best way that you can support this channel and just me as a person. So today we're going to do a tattoo tour. I've had several of you asking me like about the meanings of my tattoos, what different things mean, when I got them, where I got them, just different stuff like that. So let's get to it. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like point to the tattoo and I'll tell you about it, and I'll put a picture up so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about in a little bit more detail. So I guess I'll go chronological order. The first tattoo that I got was the flowers that are on my forearm here. And I got those from this guy that I knew named Art. And he did like, I don't know, like kitchen tattoos. Long and the short of it, that was the first one. So they're little blossoms, apple blossoms, no big deal. I just wanted something, and that was what I picked. Let's see, tattoo number 2. This is actually like a really drawn out process. Tattoo number 2 was here on my chest. Yeah, bold move, I know. So the outline of it, I had the outline of it for like over a year before I finally got any of it colored in. And then the next part of it that was done was the birds and the banner. And then finally, like the lettering was finished. All the lettering was finished at the same time. And then coloring in the heart and the clover. That was like the last step. So it was like a 3-part thing. And because I was like out there using drugs and alcohol, it took forever to get it all done. So the meaning of this tattoo, it says Gra Mohri, and it means beat of my heart in Gaelic. And then each bird, hot side, cold side, says my kids' names. So this is Killian and this one is Evan. And those are our oldest 2 kids. The next tattoo was on my wrist, actually, and it says Unky. Unky is, he was my great uncle, my dad's brother, and his name was Luther, and he was really, really influential in my life. Probably like my favorite person in the world ever. And he was a really cool guy. He loved to hunt and fish and shoot guns and work on cars and raise dogs. And he taught me a lot about country life and about being a good person. And I just had a really, really strong connection with him. So whenever he passed, I got this tattoo a few years later to remember him and to honor him. Let's see. The next tattoo that I got was this anchor. My anchor says, I refuse to sink. It's a big, big old thing. I got that after my first husband and I split up and went through the whole domestic violence thing. and I was just feeling really down, and my best friend Sarah and I went and got matching tattoos. Hers is small. It's like this big, and it's on her wrist. And and then I got this big tattoo, and I absolutely love it. I didn't realize until I got sober again, but in A Vision for You, it says that some of us may sink, talking about alcoholics and how not everyone will make it out on the other side of sobriety. Some of us are destined to die alcoholics. And I didn't want to succumb to that kind of a lifestyle. I didn't want to drown in the person that I was. It was just a really good reminder that I can overcome anything. So let's see. The next tattoo was actually like this whole sleeve. So I already had the flowers and I already had the anchor. But then I got the rest of it as one big tattoo. I did it in 2 days, and I did it. So like the whole sleeve is a recovery sleeve. And I'll show you guys like the various pictures of it. And each part has a different meaning. So the koi that's on my forearm represents overcoming adversity. The lotus, lotuses grow out of mud, so out of really ugly situations, beautiful things can happen. The cherry tree is about rebirth and new beginnings. Anyone who is in recovery knows this little symbol right here. And that's for the program that saved my life. On the back of my elbow, on this recovery sleeve, is an outline of the state of Ohio, which is where I was born. And the star in the center is for Columbus, which is where I grew up mostly. And then the heart is for Gallipolis, which is the small town where I was born. And so that's one of the reasons that I got it put on my elbow, was because I hadn't had any tattoos like on bone before, and so I was nervous about having to like commit to having the whole thing tattooed. So I purposely planned it so that I didn't have to get much tattooed on my elbow. And then I have lyrics to Blackbird right here. And it says, "You were only waiting for this moment to be free." And that's what my sobriety has given me. That's what my recovery has given me, is a new freedom and a new hope. An opportunity to start almost a completely different life. It's been a really beautiful process. And so, this whole sleeve is just, it was a tribute to myself, and a promise to myself and my kids that I'm just gonna continue down this road of happy destiny, because I can't imagine my life any other way. And I'm just so grateful. Actually, whenever I was getting this tattoo done, my husband Jeremy and I were friends already in the program, and we had met at a camp out. And then he and our son Gabriel stopped by to see me over at the tattoo shop, because he had just been there like a few days before that, getting some work done on one of his tattoos. And I posted a couple of pictures like, oh yeah, getting tattooed over here, at Body Stain in Columbus. It's on 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And that's where I always got my piercings and tattoos and stuff in Columbus, except for, a couple of kitchen tattoo artists, whatever. But yeah, he stopped by to see me, and I already knew I was in love, but the love bug hadn't bit him yet. And so he said whenever he walked in and he saw me and our eyes met, he just knew that was like the moment. So that's a really good memory. The next tattoo is the cowgirl on my forearm. I hate her positioning. I wish that I had been like I wish that I had been more vocal about my displeasure about the placement. Because you can see like her head, her face is like right in the crook of my elbow. So whenever I stretch my arm out, her face is long. And whenever I don't stretch my elbow all the way out, or stretch my arm all the way out, her face looks like normal. So her face just looks like really, really long if I have my whole arm extended. And I wish that she was smaller. That's the biggest thing that I have a problem with. But it's too late to change that now. So I was talking to my tattoo artist out here in Arizona, and she said, you know, we could see about reworking her face a little bit. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, I don't know. It's like that's my least favorite part of any of my tattoos. So the strawberries are for my great-grandmother, Granny Gothard, and she had a strawberry kitchen, like a retro, like strawberry kitchen. So everything was done with like strawberry wallpaper and strawberry like stove covers and strawberry cookie jars and just all kinds of stuff. There were strawberries everywhere. And I absolutely loved them whenever I was a kid. And I actually have like one of her little strawberry jars and a few other things that I've picked up with strawberries on them in the corner cabinet in my dining room. And I got the corner cabinet from her. So I absolutely love that stuff. And it's just helps keep her memory alive. And then the cowgirl, my parents had, they have this painting, or a print rather, of a cowgirl pinup. And the print is, you know, it's like it's pretty big. And she's just gorgeous, and she's leaning against a fence, and this is what her outfit looks like. And so I wanted to get her tattooed to remind me of, you know, my family, because I love them. And I love our cowgirl. So she looks a little bit different, especially in the face. But yeah, I still like the tattoo. It's cool. But honestly, like if there were any tattoos, if there was any tattoo that I could like change or like get rid of or just like alter, it would be that one. The next tattoo that I got is a unalome, and it's on my back. And the unalome is a Hindu symbol that represents Shiva's third eye and the path to spiritual enlightenment and perfection. So the idea is just like closer connection with divine purpose. The next tattoo that I got was here on the rest of my forearm. So there are words here, and then this side is a smudge stick. And so there's this guy. He's a songwriter, and his name is Nahko Bear, and he's the lead singer of Nahko and Medicine for the People. And I heard about him whenever I first got sober from my girl Caroline, and she told me about his music. And it's just about like peace and you know, community and overcoming the patriarchy. You know, spirituality and appreciating the earth and all of her beauty. And so the lyrics say, I believe in the good things coming. And then at the bottom of my wrist, it says Medicine Tribe. And that's what they call like followers of this one artist. And then on the back is my smudge stick. And I got that because of the whole Mama Sage thing, you know, and I should probably do a video about that. But like Mama Sage is about like, you know, it's about me growing as a person and like learning who I am as a woman, you know, growing into that, you know, sage in the family. Just using all of the all the crazy life experience that I have and sharing that with someone else to be able to try to like make their life better, you know, to help share some knowledge bombs. You know, we do the best that we can with what we have, and we just continue to grow, you know, and then sharing that information, being like that, you know, growing into the crone has been this really beautiful journey for me during recovery. That's why I let my hair grow natural, and so I've got like all kinds of like strands of glitter, and I don't worry about my gray hair anymore. I cried whenever I found my first one. And then the last tattoo is the most recent one, and it's on my thigh. And it's a wolf, and so the representation of that is about wolves are my spirit animal. I did like a meditation trying to find like my spirit animal, and I've always felt really drawn to wolves and just dogs in general, members of the canine family. And so half of the tattoo is like physical realm, and then half of the tattoo is spiritual realm. So I'll be getting like the spiritual side of it, the mandala side of it tattooed in, you know, whenever things blow over with COVID-19. It's just not at the top of the priority list. I mean, I love getting tattooed. And I'm sure that I'll get like so many more. But, you know, obviously like bills are priority. So if anybody wants to, you know, hit up my Venmo, let me know. But maybe this gave you a little bit of insight into, you know, who I am and what's really the most important to me as a person. And, you know, yeah. Let me know what you think. Shoot some comments down below, and tell me about your tattoos. Ask me more questions about mine if I missed anything, or if there's something that you want clarification on. Subscribe to my channel. Share my videos. If you guys want to support me, those are the two biggest ways that you can do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.